No good marriage has ever ended in divorce. Divorce definitely clouds people's judgments, primarily because there's just a lot of anger, some hurt. It's not always easy to work out a reasonable arrangement or something that suits both sides, but it's really important to at least try to narrow down the issues that you'll be fighting over. Before we even deal with any of the money, anything else, we need to figure out what to do with the children because they're the ones that are most affected by the divorce process. Parents getting ready for a divorce should really step away from the situation and not think about what's best for them, but think about what's really good for my kid or kids. It's really important that A, you keep your kids protected through the process. I had cases, and I have cases going on right now, where judges have said, stop talking to the kids about your divorce because it makes it really difficult for the child to pick sides, and B, that you always respect your spouse's rights as a parent as well, because the court will not take away someone's right to be a parent if they want to be involved. No one's in a better position to choose a visitation schedule than the people that will be exercising the visitation. There is no one way to do it. People can pick and choose whatever is good for them based on their life. Things to consider are, how am I going to see my child? Is the schedule that we're going to work out going to work consistently? What the court finds most important when they're hearing cases involving children is that the parents don't make it about themselves. So child support is calculated based on a combination of both spouses or both parties' incomes. There's basic child support, which covers the essentials: food, shelter, and clothing. And then there's statutory add-on expenses. That could range from anything to unreimbursed medical expenses, educational expenses, extracurriculars. So it varies from case to case. Custody is a more complicated type of case. Most custody cases start out in two places. Either it's starting out in family court or unwed couples. There is no presumption, at least in New York State, that one parent is more capable of parenting than the other. There's physical custody, which determines where the child primarily resides, and there's legal custody. Legal custody involves decision-making abilities. If a parenting plan cannot be reached, then the court has the ability to assign what's called an attorney for the child, a neutral third party which advocates only the interests of the children. The average amount of time for a divorce varies. It could be done in as little as a couple of months, but divorces can also drag out for several years. So it really depends a lot on the couples as far as the length of the divorce goes. And time is money in a divorce, so if you want to drag it out and really argue your position, that's what you could do. You're going to end up paying more money, but a lot of the time you end up in the same position where you would have started. Divorce court is not the only place that you could go if you need some help. There's family courts available. If you're not ready to jump into the divorce, you always have a family court that you could go and either get custody, visitation, and even an order of protection if you need. So you're not always bound to go down the divorce route.